Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to some more Terracards madness. It is great to be here and I hope you're doing well today, my friends. So what do we have on the agenda today? Well, the Discord poll results show that I owe you a trolley tortilla run, so that's what we're going to be focusing on here today. So let's hop on in and create a new farm. Let's go with the Calton agent because we want the veganism start, of course. For our perk selection here, nothing crazy. Let's go with Save the Animals. Let's go with Monoculture and let's go with Seven Seas Explorer. And for the farm name, of course, it has to be named no other than Trolley Tortilla, of course. And my friends, I do mention the Discord. So that is a resource in the community that you can join. Link in the video description below. Lots of awesome people there. So come on in, say hi, and make a game recommendation for yourself. Participate in the polls. You can certainly dictate the content on the channel. Furthermore, smash the like button if you are enjoying the Terracards content here. I've got 70 plus runs under my belt, all on a nice, neat little playlist. So if you like Terracards and you want to see more, you can certainly check that playlist out. And if you're new here, then please consider becoming a subscriber as well. Would greatly appreciate that. Thanks for spending some time here on the channel today. So, trolley tortillas. Why exactly are tortillas trolley? Well, my friends, it's just one of those products that I never really intend to make, but I always seem to make it, right? Looking at my little sell sheet here, I always seem to have random tortillas, and I'm kind of like, what? Like, where did that come from? How are we possibly making tortillas? So it has become a meme. It has become sort of lore on the old Discord channel and within the community. So that's why we're making tortillas today. I figured, why not just lean into it heavily? And what do we know about tortillas exactly? Well, let's take a quick peek. So the tortilla is a simple product that sells for a very simple amount of gold, only 10 gold, right? So money's going to be tight in this one. It requires 2 flour in a melter to make 1 tortilla. Of course, to make the flour, you need wheat in a mill. So my goal here today is, of course, to just lean in heavily, make as many tortillas as humanly possible. And to do that, it all starts with the wheat. So we're going to get some wheat down for sure, but first I want to make sure I get my watery tree in place to offset the water deficit, of course, and we got to be real careful early game here. And essentially what I want to do is I want to get off the ground and running as quickly as possible into our tortilla-like future. And it's going to be okay. I mean, we can take cards and just discard them, right? That's completely fine. It's going to be something that we'll have to rely upon in this one for sure. Lots of skip turns and things of the like because, I mean, wheat is what we need. We need silos. We need the melter. We need the mill. I'm just going to have to go heavy on items like that. Water tank will be another great one to get. So here's a mill, but here's 3 silos. 3 silos. A whopping quantity of silos here indeed. So let's make sure we get one of these down on the field. That'll go far in helping us develop. And 3 watery trees, again, another just really good item to get. If we think about our boreal bounty and things of the like, right? So if I can set up, especially these tiles on the silo here, if I can get a water tank in conjunction with the wheat and a watery tree with our boreal bounty, right? We're going to be sitting real pretty. And we got 2 more silos here. Wow. Okay, so the game is hooking up the silos early, and you love to see it here, my friends. You absolutely love to see it. So these are going to be... Whoops, let me actually take that back. So this zone right here going to be another silo, and then this zone right here is going to be a very high value zone for sure. So let's get a silo right there, and I'm just going to keep building probably... Well, I mean, let's think about it. So you kind of want to connect your silos to another power diamond because the melter and the mill both have 2 range. So we're going to use that to our utmost advantage in this particular one. So we have Cow Deluge, Paste Bloom, or Chicken in the Corn for our first essence reward. Nothing is really useful to what we're trying to do here today. Let's go with Paste Bloom, I suppose. It's a nice little sprite. So let's go ahead and take the mill. You're probably like, why don't you take the blue wheat? Well, the blue wheat does cost energy, right? So we got to be careful about that. However, we can get our mill down. We will go into a fuel deficit. That's okay. That is quite all right. What I want to do is I want to get my sort of high priority spots decked up with the watery tree. And wheat expansion is going to be another decent one to get. However, we do kind of want to be careful. We want to be careful with wheat expansion because I don't want to get it too early. It does eliminate your flexibility and more watery trees. My goodness. Maybe the game is just kind of just enabling this tortilla-like behavior, perhaps. Obviously, arboreal bounty is going to be a big one, and we just need some more wheat now. Got some fuel wheat here. That's good. That'll get the old mill fired up. So let's go ahead and get the fuel wheat just played in the interior here. It's not the highest producing wheat. The basic wheat is actually going to carry us a little further, but we get 2 melters here. This is great. We're going to start our tortilla empire once we get just a little bit more fuel. And there we go. 480 tortillas selling for $4,800. Not really a sum to write home about, but we're just beginning here, my friends. So let's keep on rocking and rolling, of course. Just keep on going. Keep playing that fuel wheat. The basic wheat is definitely what we want to focus on. And the basic wheat we have right there. Perfect. So what I want to do is I want to build with a water tank in mind, especially at these high value locations. You know, surrounded by silos, it's a good spot for our basic wheat for sure. Look at the production, 160 compared to the 40, right? There's no comparison. Sunflowers, antenna, fuel cow, more fuel wheat. Yeah, we'll definitely be taking more fuel wheat pretty much whenever it shows its face. So let's make room for simply 1 water tank there, and our next essence reward shows elite cows. We have gluttonous feast and golden chance, just getting a whole bunch of nothing. Let's go with elite cows because I like the sprite quite a bit. But yeah, a whole bunch of nothing so far by way of essence reward. However, our fuel wheat is really propping us up nice and strongly here as far as fuel production. We have 2 watery trees or some more basic wheat. So this is kind of a quandary. I mean, I think I have to go with the watery tree. It's just more of a rare card to get, right? So we're definitely getting the watery tree. And we're going to just keep pounding. Keep pounding. So build more wheat. We can actually develop our diamond a little bit further here. Want to make a nice little power diamond with watery trees throughout, of course. So let's go fuel wheat here and here and here. Let's get a watery tree right here. So we got this nice little diamond. Arboreal bounty is going to be very favorable to us once we get it, of course. And then we can actually start. I mean, I can start another diamond right here. And then build it up this way, right? And 2 watery tanks. Well, water tanks, I should say. Watery tree, water tank. Both super, super useful to us. And why, you ask? Well, check this out. 160 up to 800. A wild and crazy amount of production out of one simple island. Let's throw another water tank right here. Once we get arboreal bounty, we're going to be cooking with gasoline here, my friends. So let's get a melter down right there. And it's kind of funny, you know, for once we actually are intentionally making tortillas, and it's quite humorous to me. We have blue wheat here, so I would need an energy source in order to make use of the blue wheat. But it's certainly an option for us. I mean, it really is. Energy source, right? Like, I'm not going sunflowers. I just don't want to do sunflowers at all. I feel like that's not germane to a tortilla build. So we'd be looking at solar panels, most likely. So I think I'll take the blue wheat. I'll take it. It does convert into useful flour, which is ultimately what we need. However, I'm not in a position to play it yet. So here's an antenna. This can actually help us get some energy so we can start playing our blue wheat. Just got to get it in our hand. Here's a few solar panels as well. Let's take those. We've got a lot of blue wheat in our hand. Really taking away from our card diversity. More watery trees, absolutely. Okay, we get a solar panel. So this is good. We can play the solar panel right here just to get a little beginning energy there. And let's go ahead and let's think about this. So watery tree can go right here. So this is going to be our new power diamond, right? Of course, where 7 Seas Explorer really does come in handy is when you're planning to expand as much as I plan to in this particular one. So we can go ahead and get some blue wheat down right here. And of course, it does cost energy, but it does produce useful wheat, which can be converted to flour once we get another mill. So let's just go ahead and fill this up. And let's think about this here. So watery tree in the interior here, I think that's fine. And then we can continue to build out these sort of high leverage locations on the silo where it needs to be. Soy, apple tree, peanuts, a water well, fuel tank. Am I worried about fuel production? Not really too much, to be honest. A penguin crow. More blue wheat. I mean, I gotta be careful with the blue wheat, though. But let's take it. And we get arboreal bounty. How about this? All right, so I want you to make note of something. We're at 5.6, well, 5,600 tortillas here. Okay, making 57.2k per turn. Let's see what next turn brings, as we've effectively just doubled all islands that have a watery tree on them, right? So that's why I'm going heavy on the watery tree, and let's check it out. 106,000, 10,000 tortillas here, my friends. Imagine the volume of tacos you can make with 10,000 tortillas. Well, you'd be able to make 10,000 tacos, for sure. And that's a good thing, if you ask me. So let's keep pumping the blue wheat in here, of course. And we get more watery trees. We also get another melter. I gotta go watery tree because we have arboreal bounty in effect. It just works for us. Let's go ahead and throw the solar panel there just to get some preliminary energy, which will, of course, enable the placement of the blue wheat. We're up over $1 million already here, my friends, making 100k per turn. Quite nice. I think what I want to do is I'll leave this spot open. We'll throw some solar panels out here. I'm probably going to build some stuff this way and then down this way as well. I think that makes the most sense. In fact, we have some more prime real estate right here and right here as well. So let's get the watery tree in place. In fact, this will be a good spot as well. So we can develop another diamond like so, right? Put a mill and a melter right there. Just got to get a few more mills. Need 2 more mills and 1 more melter. Mixer, fuel, peanuts, penguin, fisherman's hut, rabbits, sheep, grapes, more blue wheat. I'm good. All right, fuel wheat or regular wheat? Let's see. Regular wheat is what we need. So let's go ahead and grab some regular wheat. The basic wheat. And it's going to get all beasted up right here. I mean, 1,600, 800, right? So let's make sure we get it all filled up. Always going to be grabbing water tanks when I see them. Always going to be grabbing silos when we see them. And we get one right here. That is a good get, indeed. So let's pay the tax man. And let's go ahead and throw our silo right here. Boom. And how we looking? 142k per turn. More watery trees, but more importantly, a mill. I think I will grab the mill. We'll throw it right there, and we have more tortilla production. 1,400 or 14,800. Excuse me, I'm getting my numbers mixed up here today. More basic wheat. Yeah, you bet. The game just hooked me up for sure, big time, and you love to see it. So let's go ahead and start filling up this high leverage island with some more of that basic wheat. We'll leave spot for a water tank. More fuel wheat. You bet. Thanks, game. I appreciate you. So more wheat right here. And for the fuel wheat, I think we can... Well, let's fill out this island first. And then I think we can go ahead and play fuel wheat right here. A home sweet home. Blackwater or gluttonous feast. We'll take home sweet home, even though we're never going to use it. That's quite okay. Sugarcane. Solar panel. I'll grab the solar panel to prevent the reroll. That's fine with me. And let's go ahead and fill out this island the rest of the way with the solar panels. How we looking? 165k. 16,500 tortillas per turn. Watery tree or 2 silos or a mill. Man, the game's going to make me choose. I wish you could lock up selections, but you cannot. So let's see. What are we going to do? We do need another mill, but we also need another melter. So let's go ahead and grab the silos. I think they're just a little more impactful. Let's fill out this diamond the rest of the way. Might as well. It's just cash money, right? Got plenty of it. And let's figure out what we're going to do with these silos. So I think... I mean, this is where the diamond's going to end. This particular diamond. So if we put a silo here, it's just simply going to be boosting up this one. I think this is a good spot to fully utilize all these silos here. And this is a very strong island here, so let's just throw our remaining silo right there. Looking great on water production. The other resources are middling and menial, but we also don't need a crazy amount of them. So that's good. We have fuel wheat here. Let's grab some more fuel wheat. You bet. And let's go ahead and pump this island up. How's the production looking like? 40. So you see the difference, right? The stark difference. The basic wheat just gets it done. Now, obviously, the silo greatly helps as well, but we're going to keep pumping the fuel wheat for sure. I would prefer the regular wheat, though. Centrifuge, cocoa tree, biofuel generator. Don't need it. Watery tree. Yeah, we can take another watery tree for sure. A 3-stack. Good 3-stack. Alright, so high leverage spots on the silos. That's where we want the watery trees. So let's see, what else do we have? I mean, do I see myself kind of going this way with another silo? I guess I don't fully know. I think a silo right here makes sense, so we get the triple silo on this particular island here, so that means this would be a good spot for a watery tree. Alright, let's get some more wheat. What do you say, game? Hook it up. Don't want to go too crazy on the rerolls here. Let's grab a fuel tank instead. I'm alright with that. Get the unsightly fuel tank played and on the field. A mixer, pastor. Let's grab the pastor and discard them. Also looking out for the cross as well. The cross is a super useful card for us to get. Let's grab the crap collector and discard that as well. Let's pay the taxman, and we got tropical soil, gluttonous feast, and the popcorn buff. Let's go with tropical soil. We'll get a little run out of it while we're sort of building up our zones. More fuel wheat. Yeah, we'll take some more fuel wheat, you bet. And let's see. So where do I want this fuel wheat to go? I mean, admittedly, I need some more water tanks. So I can throw some fuel wheat right here. That's good. We'll take it. Need a lot more water tanks, actually. It's probably the most important card for me to get regularly, or at least a decent supply of. We have 2 to date. Could really use more. But we're up over the $6 million mark here, my friends, at day 110. Simply selling tortillas. Tortilla Empire of the World. A little moon taco action, right? Alright, grapes, peanut, water cow, lake guardian, giant sunflower. Suppose I can reroll here. Don't like the price tag of that reroll, though, to be honest. Let's throw another antenna right there just to bolster some energy. Crop collector, barn. Let's grab the barn and throw it out. And our turns. Let's pay the taxman. I'll grab grapes here. I want to stock up on some rerolls for sure. And it looks like I grabbed Peanut Fest. Okay. So sometimes the essence reward pops up right over the draw screen and you inadvertently click the essence reward. Not good, but that's alright. I guess I'm kind of glad I didn't grab wheat expansion. Alright, so I'm kind of at an impasse here. It's like, do I wait for water tanks or do we just continue to fill up these zones? We got some real high leverage, high value zones that we can start filling up for sure. I mean, realistically, I'm not going to get too many water tanks. Like, the game doesn't really hook you up with too many water tanks. So I think what I have to do is we have to start filling up these zones. So that rent's going to catch up to us rather quickly. So let's go ahead and use our basic wheat. Yep, you bet. I think this is a great basic wheat island right here. Here's a mill. Absolutely be taking the mill. So let's go ahead and get that wheat played there. Let's get a mill right here so we can start a new little power diamond of tortillas. Fuel peanuts. Got 3 free rerolls here, which is nice. Watery trees. Yeah, you bet. So let's play one right here. I mean, we got so many watery trees. I don't think I've ever seen this many watery trees, to be honest with you. So I suppose we can play it right here as well. And then maybe we just kind of, like, once we get wheat expansion, maybe we just kind of lean in. $10 million. A water tank, though. How about that? That's a good one. So I could throw it right here, but this is an even more impactful spot on the triple silo, right? So the production there, 1,600 per wheat plant. A crazy amount. some big numbers here in Terracards and on the channel overall, my friends. So for our next essence reward, we have Bunny Like Carrot, we have the Popcorn Buff, and Dealer's Hand. Get a little run out of Dealer's Hand, and we get another mill. Certainly take that, so we can build and develop yet another Power Diamond. However, that does seem to be down the road a little bit. More watery trees, my goodness. Well, we might as well just be extravagant and bold with our watery tree placement for sure. I mean, this is definitely going to be a diamond that comes up. So let's spend the cash, let's expand fully, and let's go ahead and get our watery trees in our prime locations. I'll Field Corn Pig. Let's grab the pig and throw him in the trash. 600k. Here's a unicorn. Now, it's not good practice to discard the unicorn, but we're definitely doing it here. A little shock value. How about another water tank, though? How about it? Here's a good little tailor-made spot for the water tank. You love to see it. Another antenna. Do we need it? I mean, not really. Fuel Cow Gnome. $1 million reroll. Ugh, I don't like doing it. Let's grab the water well and just throw it out. Don't need it. Scarecrow. Let's throw that out as well. Alright, so it's starting to get expensive. The rents. Community production. +4 production to each animal. Yeah, so that's not going to do us much good, is it? The flood. I suppose we'll go with the flood. Okay, so here's some melters. This is great. So now I can set up another Power Diamond zone. Question is, where do we want to do it? So I've got 2 silos connected right here. I mean, it seems like an opportunity. Otherwise, we can keep building up this way. So this is a silo zone. So let's do something like this. Let's do something like this. And let's get a new zone right here. We want to use our silos for as many buffing options as possible, right? Like, we want to get as much use out of our silos as humanly possible in this particular one, because we're going to get a finite amount of silos, of course. Just like with everything else. So let's throw a watery tree right there. That's a good spot for it. And I think I will lean heavily into wheat expansion if we can just secure it. So here's some more wheat. Lovely. In fact, wheat has been somewhat elusive as well, hasn't it? So let's fill out this island here. And let's see. Let's go in on this island. I think it's in a good spot on 2 silos. Another water tank, you bet. We'll absolutely be taking another water tank. So where does it go? Down here is 1 silo. Right here is 2 silos, so let's go on the double silo, for sure. Olive tree, giant pig. More wheat. Yeah, more basic wheat. Love to see it. Alright, so let's complete our first little power diamond here. $2.1 million coming out the bank, though. Let's grab an antenna to avoid the reroll, and we get Gluttonous Feast, Field Grapes, and Golden Chance. I suppose we can take Golden Chance. How much are we making per turn? 362k. It's certainly not enough, is it? We got some cash in the bank, but you know, the rent always has a way of kind of creeping in on you, doesn't it? So let's play some fuel wheat. Fill out this island here. Pastor, giant chicken. Let's grab the fish hut. Throw that out. And more fuel wheat to play. Water tank goes there. What else do we have? Let's play some fuel wheat right here. It's a good idea. More fuel wheat, you bet. Alright, 3.2 million coming out the bank. That's about what we made. So it's starting to, like, we've kind of reached that critical point where we're going to start losing money unless we do something drastic here. And I think the drastic action is to secure wheat expansion and just lean into it. And also avoid costly rerolls. So far so good. 37,000 tortillas. And counting. Blue wheat. Yeah, we'll take some blue wheat. We have the energy to support it, of course. So let's get this island filled up nicely. We can throw it right here too. I'm a lot less picky and choosy about the placement of the wheat now. I mean, you're seeing just how sparse. Let's go community production. You're seeing how sparse some of these cards are that really help boost and bolster production and therefore income. All right, so we're looking good here. We got space for a couple of water tanks. This is a double silo spot. So let's start filling this one out. Here's the cross. Okay, this is great. But we have to choose that over 2 water tanks. Man. Will we see the cross again? I mean, I have to take the cross. What am I thinking? So you're wondering, why do I have to take the cross? Well, we're making $381,000 per turn right now at 38,000 tortillas per turn. So keep those numbers in mind here, my friends. So let's end the turn after playing the cross, and now we're up to 76,300 tortillas. Or a little under, or a little over, I should say, $750,000 per turn. So that effectively doubles our income. Now, it's really tough taking it over double water tank. But sometimes you just gotta do uncomfortable things. Alright, so I don't really need to develop any more islands just yet. We need more wheat. Wheat expansion would be a great one to get. So here's some more wheat. The answer is yes on some more wheat. So let's go ahead and play that. Let's get this one filled out. Yeah, wheat expansion is going to be pretty critical. Alright, so I'm going to throw the wolf out. Let's see. 772. So just adding like a few more wheat plants, it doesn't really move the needle too much. In fact, yeah, we don't even get wheat expansion here. And I mean, we owe $16 million. We're making about $1 million, well, not even $1 million per turn. Yeah, these are going to be trying times here, my friends. I mean, how far can tortillas take you? Well, we're sitting at day 224. Here's some water tanks, so this is good. Is it too little too late, though? We're going to find out. All right, we're up to 878,000 per turn. Might get through one more billing session, if you will. Maybe it'll be time enough to secure wheat expansion, which of course is going to take a few days to mature as well. Yeah, we're going to be just a little bit short, it does seem. 1.4 million, yeah, we're going to be $500,000 short. Amazing. Well, the first run ends there, but I think we do have time enough to try this one more time. Maybe learn from some mistakes. Maybe get wheat expansion just a little earlier. We'll certainly see, but day 231 on the first attempt here with the trolley tortilla run, and it of course indeed is quite trolly. So let's give it another shot on the restart here. We're going to begin with the same opening with just the watery tree. We're going to secure a 15 stack of wheat to start things off. Lovely. And let's go ahead and completely fill up this island. Maybe the luck is a little more in our favor this time around. We're going to find out here, my friends. So if you're enjoying yourself here today, smash that like button for me if you would, please. Greatly appreciate that. And if you're new here, then consider joining a growing community. We'd love to have you. Join the Discord as well. Link in the video description below. Lots of cool and awesome people there, of course. We do fun things like game nights. I really sort of weigh heavily on the community for future content. Your opinion is valued and it matters in the community we're growing, so if that sounds like a good thing to you, then welcome aboard. We'd love to have you. Many ways to stay connected here, my friends. Blue wheat. It's too early to grab blue wheat. We don't have an energy solution. How about a mill? We'll take a mill. Let's go ahead and expand. Let's get that mill down. We're going to be a fuel deficit. That's okay. Got some basic wheat. You bet. We'll grab some basic wheat and we'll throw that right here. And we get wheat expansion for starters here. Wow. I mean, I've got to take it. I have to. Watery tree. So that fills right on up, doesn't it? Yeah, it sure does. All right, well, let's get a watery tree here then. So this is where, like, preemptively placing the watery trees is really beneficial because, of course, the weed expands, right? So I think I'm going to rely less on water tanks and more on arboreal bounty and the watery tree, of course. I think that's what I have to do. So let's fill in these zones. It's these outer zones that are of particular value because those will be, you know, touched by the silo, right? So let's get this. We can throw another wheat right there. We've got some fuel wheat, some much needed fuel wheat, if I don't say so myself. And then I think our first little line of silos will go right here. So let's buy up this real estate here. Got lots of wheat. That is for certain. So let's get some fuel wheat played so our building actually turns on and we can start making flour, which sells just a little bit better. And let's put some fuel wheat right here as well. All right, fuel peanuts, water cow, centrifuge. We have a silo. We also have a melter. I'm going to go with the silo. In my experience, the silo is just a little bit more difficult to find than the melter. So let's get our silo in our hand here and what's going on. Got a lot of wheat in our hand. That's what's going on. So I suppose let's play the fuel wheat. I'm taking a different approach with this one. I'm going to focus more on expanding, I do believe. 6,300 units of flour. But I'm going to focus more on expanding. And less on optimization, maximization. All right, watery tree. Yeah, we'll take that. Can I get one in my hand here quick? I sure can. All right, so we can get a watery tree right there. That's good. It came in the nick of time, if I don't say so myself. Let's end the turn. Get another watery tree. So there's going to be a silo here. Future state. So this will be another production, centralized production zone. Silo here. Silo here. So how about right here with the watery tree? All right, centrifuge, mixer, water cow. Another silo, yes. Another watery tree as well. So let's see. What am I going to do with this watery tree? So production zone right there. I mean, I think we kind of just take our silos up this way and put another diamond off. So with that, we can get a watery tree right here. In fact, we can fill the interior as well. Might as well use our wheat expansion. Alright, so for our second essence reward here, we get Golden Chance, Cow Deluge. Let's do Dealer's Hand. I think that's quite okay. Let's get a silo right here. And let's go ahead and continue to fill out these islands. Let wheat expansion do its thing. We're getting a lot of basic wheat in this one. Blue wheat. I don't have an energy solution. So I'm going to roll by that. Fuel tank, nah. Soy, Yolik sunflower, fisherman hut. Fuel tank, plant cow. More basic wheat. Yeah, you bet. In fact, we haven't even made a tortilla yet. That is kind of unacceptable. So let's just throw in some wheat where it will fit. Let's secure a melter and... How about a water tank, though? How about that? We'll absolutely take that. Now, with wheat expansion, it does get tricky, of course. Because ideally, you get a water tank and a watery tree. That is how you maximize the most like we did in the first run. However, the first run had its own blemishes as well, right? More water tanks, wow. Okay, so now the game's hooking up the water tanks after we have wheat expansion. So I'm going to have to be more strategic here for sure. Let's see. Can I get like a watery tree and we can start developing islands? How about a melter maybe, game? What do you say? The game is not being very generous to me right now, even though it's hooking me up with the water tanks, which are very nice, I must admit. But still. So let's go with the water tank right here and right here. I'll get a water tree there as well. So that'll be a silo. This will be a silo. So obviously we want silos on these as well to really maximize. So if we were going to start another diamond, given we find the melters that we need, it would probably be like right here. Like right here. More wheat. My goodness, the game is just hooking up the wheat. I mean, I can't really, honestly, hold out too much longer. We've got to do something. There's so much that I need to put into place here quick. I haven't even made a tortilla yet, you know? Another water tank, wow. It's just an impossible thing to turn down for sure. Rabbit Apprentice, I guess. Alright, I might have to take action. I mean, ideally, like I said, you get a watery tree and... I haven't even found a melter yet, though. Well, I found one, a stack of 2 melters some time ago. More fuel wheat. Alright, yeah. So we gotta go... So we gotta put a plan into action here. So silo. Which means a new diamond right here. So there'll be a water tank there. Get another water tank here. I can't hold out any longer. I simply can't. I just can't do it. Unfortunately. Most unfortunately. Alright, olive tree. Fuel cow. How about a melter? What do you say? Gotta use the cash I get to expand. So that'll be a silo. Which means another diamond goes right here. Meaning we can do fuel wheat right here. I think that's fine. I'll fill this up. Genetic booster. Plant cow. Let's scrap it. Yeah, this run is not going to quite go as far as the first run did, or at least it feels that way. I mean, we're just not getting anything. A fuel tank, or sorry, water tank, I should say. It'll be a good one for right there. I mean, we're ready to go. We just need more mills, more melters. Or how about just a melter? If I grab the fuel corn, is it going to evoke a melter to show up? Maybe. Home sweet home community production. Alright, there we go. So we got a melter finally. I can throw out this fuel corn now. Let's get the melter securely in the hand, though. And let's start making tortillas. It's a tortilla run, day 83. We haven't made a tortilla yet. But that should be about good there now. There we go. 3,600 tortillas for $36,000. Doesn't do much for the bottom line, but at least we're making tortillas now, right? Like, at least we have that. Another central production zone right there. Go with more fuel wheat down here. Another melter. Well, let's throw this one here because this one's all ready to go. Let's get a mill. What do you say, game? How about 3 silos? Of course, they make me choose silo or mill. That's typical. Fuel wheat. Let's roll. I'm good on the fuel wheat. How about some more fuel corn? See if that provokes another melter to show up. Alright. Silo. Let's get a silo right here. And then our other silo right here. Okay, sugarcane. A cow soy. Suppose we can grab some soy. Let's throw out the field corn. And let's get another silo right here as well. It's a good spot for it. I think we can afford to expand again. So let's do that. Some more wheat in here. Some more wheat right there as well. It's definitely more of a bare bones build where we're relying much less on, you know, the watery tree and things of that nature. We do get arboreal bounty here though, which is good to give us a little bit of bolstered production, but you know, ultimately just need more. Let's throw fuel wheat right there. Cocoa tree antenna. Genetic booster. I suppose we can take that and just trash it. Another melter. Yeah, you bet. We'll take it. Now we just need a mill. The elusive mill. Fuel peanuts. A crow. Suppose we can take the crow and just trash him. Crow likes the wheat though, that's for sure. More basic wheat. Starting to get a little bit of cash in the bank here, so we can develop this diamond further. So that's good. We got another full diamond. Alright, so silo's going there, undoubtedly. If I could ever get another silo, that is. These things, I tell ya. Fuel peanut, sugarcane, Easter bunny, fantastic chocolate factory, fuel cow. We'll take it. Tropical soil. That'll bail us out just a little bit. Yeah. Bails us out just a little bit. Buys us a little bit of time, perhaps, to roll more and get a mill. Get something of value and use. So this melter can go right here. Just need more mills. In fact, the game's got to be registering that I've got all this wheat. It's got to hook up the mill. It's just got to do it. Fuel corn, lake. Biofuel generator. Man, we're just not getting nothing. Lake sugarcane. Here's a mill. Okay, perfect. Beautiful. Lovely. You love to see it. Alright, mill. Go there. And then we can play some wheat on this island here just to get a few more tortillas, of course. Got 2 more melters. Okay, lovely. However, definitely just need more mills. So if I think about this, I think a line of silos right here is a good spot. So we can get a new little zone right here, for sure. So let's build this out. Got plenty of cash for expansion, which is nice for a change. Plant cow fuel, corn, sunflower, pig butcher. $500,000 reroll. I'm not a fan of that. Just not a fan. Alright, 400k coming out the bank. Got a bunch of essence rewards that are of no value. Watery tree, though. I mean, better late than never, watery tree. So let's get this developed then. Something a little bit like that. Got more zones for silos, of course. The elusive silo. Blue wheat. We actually can go in on blue wheat. We have the proper energy. So let's get it in the interior here. Got a bunch of silos. Well, the need for a bunch of silos, I should say. Let's see. So, I need to develop out another diamond. We do have another melter, so I can do so. We've got some watery trees along this line here. But if we go silos down, like so, and there's one right here. So just visualize a silo right here. It means we can start a new diamond right here. So let's expand down. Let's go melter right here. This will be, of course, a new zone. So let's spend a little cash. Let wheat expansion do its thing. Water tank, yeah, you bet. We'll take that. And let's get that right here. All right, 635K coming out the bank. We're running low on energy, so I might as well take a few solar panels. We can play those on these open islands in the middle of these spots. Really only need one space open for the mill, if we ever see a mill. Speaking of a mill, we actually secure one right there. Quite nice. All right, so let's bolster our tortilla production from 14,600 on up. Blue wheat. Do I need more blue wheat? I mean, I could use it. Let's take it. Sure thing. Let's take it. Let's play some right there. I mean, it's wheat, right? Need more mills. Blue wheat. A 19 stack of blue wheat just isn't going to do me much good when I'm already sitting on a bunch of it. And we have wheat expansion in effect, right? It's just not going to do me too much good. I need mills. And I need silos. Dionysian Rights is a decent one. We'll grab that. Mixer, wolf, rabbits. See a rabbit. Crop collector, water well. Let's grab that and trash it. Unicorn. It's not good practice to discard your unicorns, but we're doing it here today. Fisherman's Hut, popsicle. Got a few rerolls built up, and we get 2 silos. Lovely. All right, so let's throw a silo right there. I mean, 528, 264. I mean, this would be a decent spot for a silo. I mean, this spot just isn't developed yet, so let's throw a silo right here. All right, so 39,000 tortillas per turn. A little bit less than last time around, of course. But we're taking a different approach with this one, right? We're focusing on expanding versus kind of carefully playing cards in locations and, you know, building a proper infrastructure around it to maximize production. More melters, man. We've got so many melters, and it looks like we did get our essence reward, but again, it clicked. That's not good. Watery tree, though. We'll take that. So, here's a zone for a watery tree. Here's a zone for a watery tree. And here's a zone for a watery tree. So now this becomes prime real estate for silos, of course, if we can find some. Also keeping the eyes out for the old cross as well. Day 189. We're getting a bunch of junk. I mean, I talk about a trolley tortilla run, right? Well, this run has certainly been trolley, hasn't it? Well, we do get another mill here, so that's good. We got one here, here, and here. So let's go ahead and get this one. Tortillas are at 39,200. Let's see what it boosts up to now. 43,000. Okay, great. 435K. I mean, we'll take it. It's a modest sum. But day 195, when did the last run end? Like day 240 something? Let's see if we can maybe do a little bit better than that. Let's throw the unsightly fuel tank down. And for the essence reward, we get a bunch of stuff that isn't going to benefit us very much. Centrifuge. Absolutely. All right, plant cow, fermenter, king crab, fuel wheat. Suppose we can take that. We do have arboreal bounty, of course, in effect. Let's throw some here, in fact. Let's get all of these zones. Grow in with some wheat. Got a good zone right here. And a good zone right here as well. That should help bolster some tortilla production, but of course we need one more mill on this island right here. So let's see if we can get that in the coming turns. We'll find out. 7.2 million comes out of the bank, and that pretty much bankrupts us. However, we get a 3 stack of silos, so we're clinging on for dear life here, and $10 million in 9 days seems infeasible, doesn't it? I mean, that's a pretty wild and crazy sum. So let's go ahead and get our highest value spots with the silos that we just drew, of course. And let's see what that does to our bottom line. All right, 677K per turn. In fact, I also think that tropical soil really kind of prolonged this particular build longer than it should have been. Because we are actually getting a decent amount of cash from the fuel wheat, particularly. I mean, the tortillas are still, of course, the champ, but we're getting a little bit of cash from tropical soil, of course. And 10 million comes out the bank, and yeah, it's gonna spell the end of run number 2 here at day 220. So we tried more of a kind of a bare bones, sort of agile and quick build here, where we're less focused on the water tank placement, less focused on the watery tree placement, and kind of taking silos as they come, but developing in more of a rapid fashion. And obviously, it's all kind of in the luck of the cards and what you're drawing. Could have used another mill here, right? Left a lot of production on the field, but not a crazy amount, admittedly. Our strongest island was what? 576. I mean, that's pretty good. 528. That's pretty good. 528, right? But you're also just seeing the lack of the arboreal bounty and water tank. Because that's the ideal build, right? One watery tree, one water tank. The rest of the way is wheat on a bunch of silos. Like, that's how you truly maximize. And honestly, we didn't get the cross either. That could have built us out. Would have doubled our production and thus income. But it wouldn't be a trolley tortilla build without tortillas, of course, here, my friends. And we made plenty of tortillas here today. Now, is it the most effective and game-breaking build? Absolutely not. But, you know, we put some rules in place that we're focusing on the tortillas here today. And if I delivered on that, then that's what counts, right? So I think what I'm going to do here is we're going to end the turn and we're going to fail out. We're going to drop back to the main menu and land this plane. So this has been another fun episode of Terracards Madness, of course, here, my friends. If you like the game, you can certainly get a copy for yourself. Link in the video description below. Like I said, this particular channel right here has plenty of Terracards runs. Some of varying success when compared to others, of course. But I've got all kinds of Terracards runs where we try all kinds of fun builds. So if that would appeal to you, there is a playlist on the channel. Check it out for yourself. Smash the like button. Become a subscriber to this growing community if you're new here. Greatly appreciate that. And also join the Discord, right? Join the Discord. We'd love to have you. So with all of that said, my friends, I'm going to get on out of here. Thanks again so much. I do appreciate it. And I'll be catching you in the next video. Thanks a lot.